Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Please, if you don't mind, like, subscribe, and share. Um, what I'm going to do now is talk about this guy. He's from another channel. He's another travel bro. See if I can pull this information up here. Yeah, he's from another travel. He's another travel bro or passport bro. He does a lot of traveling overseas, and he does video logs of it. He's also getting a lot of pushback from people talking about passport bros only going overseas for sex and stuff like that. And he's going to break down. He's in Thailand. He's going to break down how much it costs to have sex in Thailand, since that's what everybody's talking about. Since all these travel brothers and passport brothers are getting all this slack or getting all this pushback on going overseas. So, and that's not even what he does. He just goes overseas, travel, and shows different places and stuff like that. But since he does that, he's getting a lot of pushback saying he's only going over there for sex tourism. And he's just going to break down, since everybody's talking about it, he's just going to break down how much it actually costs to have sex over in Thailand. Okay, so y'all check this out.
Hi, it's Bruce with Eat, Drink, Travel. This is a video that I never in my life thought that I would do. I focus mainly on family-friendly locations within Thailand. Great places to eat, some out-of-the-way restaurants, establishments which are really not that known to anyone other than locals. And, I did some Google searching before I came down here to Pattaya. Trying to find some local attractions, but I also put out a feeler on both Reddit and Facebook asking for people to make recommendations for places that I can go to, restaurants, attractions, and so on. Virtually all the comments I got, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3, which were somewhat helpful, were, "Oh, you're just using this as an excuse to go down there for the sex trade. Oh, you're trying to portray Pattaya in a bad light. Another damn Thailand vlogger who's taking advantage of the local people." And, it did get under my skin. I'm pretty thick-skinned, but I know that there's more to this town than that. However, because of all the negativity that was posted online, I figured, you know what? I'll make a video on the sex trade, and I'll go pretty in-depth as to...
See, and that's the problem. Just because these guys are going overseas, having fun, and just like I said, he has a family. He has a family friendly show, so he just shows restaurants, certain areas that he's in, the countryside. You know what I mean? Just the architecture and he probably shows some people, but it's not like I said. Basically, it's just his travels, like whatever he encounters. It's like I say, it's family friendly. So being that he's a guy that's going overseas, everybody's talking, telling him that he's only over there for sex as well. And that's crazy, because there are women here in the United States definitely go overseas to have sex. It's common. It's well known. So like Terry McMillan's How Stella Got a Groove Back. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. But let's listen to what he got to say.
How much it costs, where you can go, and so on. And I asked a few buddies of mine who live near me in Bangkok. They are expats who live here. They are all about that lifestyle, both in Bangkok and Pattaya. They come down here probably every weekend, and they gave me the ins and outs of the pricing, and I'm going to relay that to you. So this is not going to be a very family-friendly episode. If you do watch with kids, do not watch this. Just skip it. If you want to watch it alone, great. But yeah, we're going to go pretty in-depth now, and let's get started. Knowing what I know now, if I had to do it all over again and pick a city to choose to live within this country of Thailand, hands down, my top choice would be Chiang Mai. Cooler atmosphere, cost of living is a lot lower than Bangkok. The cost of food is so much cheaper. I did a video on that. I ate out breakfast, lunch, and dinner for less than $6 for the entire day at actual restaurants. And I'm at that age now where I'm not trying to party every night. I'm not trying to go out and get drunk. I really like just a nice, relaxing atmosphere. So why do people move to Pattaya, foreigners specifically? Well, if you take a look behind me, of course you have that great beach. But the reason people tend to move here, and it's a stereotypical reason, it is a stereotype, sex, plain and simple. And I'll tell you why. A lot of the foreigners who come here tend to be older gentlemen, you know, late 40s, 50s, 60s and up. They are single, they want companionship. They tend to want someone who they think is going to wait on them hand and foot, which I guess is more or less the culture here. It's very different from America, although I do like independent women. And, you know, you come here with $1,500, $2,000 a month or more, and, you know, you could pay $200 a month in rent. Eating out's going to be really inexpensive. What else are you going to spend your money on? Of course, alcohol and women. People who I've spoken to in Bangkok who routinely come down.
I just want to freeze it right here about what he said as far as the cost of living. And as you heard him say, it's, you know, he ate a breakfast, which, like he said, cost about $6. You know what I mean? And the cost of living, he said, what, $200 just for rent? So yeah, if you on a fixed income, if you getting $1,000 a month, you retired and that's all you're getting, or let's say if you know, some people retire, they might get $2,000-$3,000 a month. So you got plenty. Just listen to what he says. He gonna talk a little bit more about it. But yeah, you have plenty of disposable income once you pay your rent and, you know, whatever else you got to pay for your living expenses.
Here have told me all the ins and outs of how this stuff works. You can come down here, live really cheap. You know, $300, $400, $500 total just on food and accommodations. And if you're on that fixed income of $1,500 to $2,000 or more per month, that means that you have about $1,000 to $1,500 left over.
Bro, listen to that. Listen to that. You have that much money left over after you pay your bills. That is ridiculous. And then the women talk about they don't understand why men are going overseas. Black men, white men, Asian men, you know, anybody from the United States going back overseas, and they don't understand why it's happening. You know, and this is one reason, you know, amongst, you know, having to deal with, you know, masculine women. But yeah, just I'm gonna get back into it. This fair use.
For fun. And what's your idea of fun? I think I know what you guys think it is, or know it is. Thailand is littered with massage places. Pretty much every block has one or two massage places, and for the most part, they are all 100% legit. Now, there are places out there who offer extra services, the special. If you get a regular foot massage or a Thai massage for 200 or 300 baht, you're not going to get that. If you're seeking a little background action, you have to get the oil massage, which is like 100 baht more than your standard Thai massage. And then they take you to a private room and they offer you extra services at whatever price you negotiate. But from what I'm told, it starts off at about 500 baht, which is about $15 US. I mean, if you have to go to that extreme for it, hey.
Wow. $15. $15, that's for the oil, the hot oil massage. And where I guess you can go to the back room, like you said, you would get what is called the happy ending. You know what I mean? So $15. And like you said, the massage parlors are all over the place. That's standard. That's just what they do. in that area, in that part of Thailand. Wow, that's ridiculous. But a lot of guys are getting in trouble over here in the States that have massage parlors and offer pretty much the same thing. You can go to some massage parlors here in the States and get the same thing, but it costs a whole lot more. So again, why not go overseas if that's what you want to do? And since that you're grown, you're like I said, most of the guys that go down here are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, not having much success here in the United States. So just go and do what you got to do. Everybody's grown, but you have women over here in the States getting mad because men are doing that. But like I said before, married women, go down to the Caribbean, and get them a rent a roster. You know what I mean? Rent a dread, and cheating on their husband. Okay, well, let's get back into this.
Go for it, man. But I can't believe I'm making a video like this. But it's funny. But hey, you do you, right? Now, I'm not saying that everyone goes to a massage place for something extra. I myself get a massage maybe once or twice a week. Hey, it's only $6 for a 1 hour massage. That's insane. But if you want a little extra, keep this in mind. With all the perks.
Wow, that's nice. I like the colors on that. What he just walked, that little tunnel he just walked through, that's nice. But yeah, $6 just for a regular massage. It's crazy. All right.
You're looking at about $20 US. So you can see why people do go to places like that.
And like you said, $20 just to get for the so-called happy ending. You know what I mean? $20 total just to get a regular hot oil massage plus the happy ending. $6 just for a regular massage. It's ridiculous.
I love that background behind me. A good way to travel, whether you're in Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Pattaya, or some other city in Thailand, is the Songtail, which is a pickup truck like this. And they take you everywhere you want to go. Well, they just drive around and you just get off wherever you want. It's only 10 baht, which is roughly 30 cents. And it sure beats taking a taxi or a motorcycle, which would probably charge you 100 baht for the same ride. You can't beat that deal. And now we're going to Walking Street in Pattaya, the sex hub of the city. It should be interesting. By the way, we just passed the Hooters here in Pattaya. It is the largest Hooters in the entire world. So if you want something to eat as far as chicken wings with a nice view, that's a good spot. That is where we're going right now. Walking Street, which is the hub of the nightlife here in Pattaya. Now, I came here back in 2005 and I had a great time. No complaints. It was very busy during those times. Now, during COVID, it's probably a tenth of what it was, but it still seems like it's going on, so we have to go check it out. And now we're walking into the hub of the Lion's Den. How it works here with the bar scene, if you want to take a girl home from the bar, it's actually pretty simple. There's something called a bar fine. Let's say you go in, you have a drink. Oh, by the way, there are two sets of prices for drinks here. There's the price that you pay for yourself, and then there's the price that you pay for the girl who keeps you company while you're drinking with her. So let's say you spend $5 in a drink for yourself. Normally her drink is twice as much, so it's probably going to be $10 for that drink. That's how you spend more money. Also, never ring the bell. Every bar more or less has a bell that you can ring. Do not get really drunk and stupid and ring the bell. Once you ring the bell, you have to buy everyone in the bar a drink. And if you...
Oh, I've heard about that. Actually, I don't know if you guys ever seen Top Gun 2, the new one that came out, Top Gun, when Maverick was in the bar, and he didn't ring the bell, but the lady, the bartender, she rung the bell because he had said something, I guess, that she didn't like. And like she said, when they ring the bell, you got to buy everybody in the bar a drink. And yeah, he had to he had to do that. That was funny. But yeah, they do that in some, like I said, especially like I said, I guess they do that in some bars. I guess in the military towns. But I know they did it. They had them do that on Top Gun. On Top Gun 2, they did that in the bar. Yeah.
Who don't do it, they'll probably beat you up. Like, legit beat you up. So don't ring the bell. But anyway, when you go into a bar, you're talking to a girl, you really like her, and you want to take her home. You have to pay the mama, which is I guess the house mom of the bar, a bar fine. It's like a fee just to take her out of the bar because you are costing the bar money. It could be anywhere from 300 baht, 500 baht, 1,000 baht. It really depends on how popular the girl is and how pretty she is. And if customers really like her and they want her to stick around, yeah, it's going to cost you a bit of money. So you have to pay that fee. And then on top of that, which by the way can run anywhere from $10 to $30. On top of that, you negotiate a fee for sex if that's what you're looking for. And I think the going rate's about 2,000 to 3,000 baht, which is about $60 to $100. So that is how you take home a professional bar girl. Now, on the off chance that she really likes you, no fee involved, but looking at a lot of the people who come here, they're probably gonna have to pay. Me 17 years ago, no. Me now, if I had to, I would probably have to pay, but I'm not into that thing, man. I just don't do that stuff.
Wow. So I guess the younger and better looking you are, you're not gonna have to pay to take the girl home. But if you're an older guy, out of shape, and yeah, then if they're not that into you like that, then you got to pay the price. But if you're young and in shape, and like he said, if she likes you, basically what he was hinting at, young, in shape, look good, she likes you, then you don't have to pay to take her like that. You pay a smaller fee, or yeah, or you might not have to pay anything. Interesting. Okay.
But that is the extent of the sex scene here. You can use sites like Line or Tinder, and if you meet someone, you can then negotiate a rate. That's a few ways to meet girls here in Thailand. If you're looking at the pay for sex route, there are lots of women out there who are not looking for that. I don't want to get the misconception that that is all they're looking for here in Thailand. That's not true. There are a lot of great looking people here who really are just looking for a boyfriend, like, or a girlfriend, like in your own home country. But over here, yeah, sex is pretty prevalent, and in this part of town, you're gonna pay, and those are the fees. Once again, I am not implying that every person here comes for sex trading. There are plenty of people who are widowers or they're single and they're in their later years, and they just want that companionship. And at least over here in Thailand, people are a bit more open to the...
See, and that's another thing. Like he was saying, the guys that are older, they just want companionship. They're divorced or maybe widowed or something, and they just want companionship. So, and that's a town that's obviously, they promote that. So why wouldn't they go over there just to have that experience? And why do people here in the States get mad at guys from going over there and doing that? I don't know if it's because I know I've heard other guys get mad at the guys for going and doing that. So, and that I don't understand. I don't know if you're jealous or you're mad because you can't do it, then you need to up your game, and do, especially if you're single. If you're a single dude and you're mad at other guys for going overseas, and going overseas to places like Thailand and doing what they're doing, the guys who want to go over there for sex and it's legal, and you get mad at guys for doing that, then I mean that's corny. If you're a guy who gets mad at another guy for doing that, I think it's something wrong with you. You can't blame a guy for doing that. You can't be de-watching. You know what I mean? And if you mad or jealous cause another guy's doing that, maybe you need to up your game to where you can get out and do that. You know what I mean? So you can't be jealous of another guy or envy cause another guy's doing that. Dudes kill me when they do that, man. It doesn't make any sense to me. You can't be mad at somebody else going and trying to do better for themselves. All right, let's get back into it. Fair use, fair use.
The difference in age, 20, 30 years. Back in the United States, unless you're very rich, you're probably not going to be a 60-year-old guy dating a 30-year-old woman.
Right.
But over here, like I said, it is more accepting. Now, what I don't like are the guys who strictly come for the sex trade. I think it's a bit scummy. But hey, I guess live your life, guys. Have fun. Oh, look at that. That's really cute. A Mexican restaurant with no Mexican food. It's my last night out here in Pattaya before I go on to Rayong and Koh Samet tomorrow. But as you can tell, this place is a lot busier than the Pattaya Strip. This is definitely worth checking out. It's called Bacalao Street. It's about 2 blocks north of the Strip, and it's well worth going to.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward this a little bit in this part. I think he just talks about the restaurant. He goes into a restaurant and eats and stuff like that. But, and like I said, again, it's cheaper over there. And let's see. Talks about the Reddit users. Let's see.
Has a bell that you can ring. Do not get really drunk.
I'm going too far back. Hold on. Let me go back forward again. Okay, this is him in the restaurant.
But these women are out here to make a living, and it's all transactional. And there.
That's where you can rent motorcycles.
Rent motorcycles here for rents. And I mean literally for rents. I really don't have the urge to go out tonight. I'm a huge fan of watching television shows, and The Gilded Age, episode 5, dropped earlier today, and I'm very anxious to go back to my hotel and watch that show. It's by the creator of Downton Abbey, and I just really like that stuff. I love period projects. So you'll see as we walk down the strip, it's people. How's it going? Other people making videos too. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi. I had a short conversation with that girl. She was streaming live on Twitch. Yeah, periodically I meet Twitch users, people who stream.
Yeah, from what I heard is that's not uncommon. A lot of people, travel and they do vlogs, and like he was saying, this young lady was streaming on Twitch. They're just out enjoying the nightlife and, just doing content, overseas doing content, just giving folks a look at what's going on outside the United States. It's not a bad deal. All right, let's go back into it. And fair use, fair use.
I'm live and make YouTube videos here. I'm not the only one, evidently. And I'm definitely not the best one. There are a lot of great YouTubers out there who I love watching. Of course, everyone watches Mark Wiens. Chris from Retired Working For You. He's doing a bang-up job. Bangkok Pat, I love his channel. His insight to Thailand is better than anyone else's channel I've seen around town or around the country. Let's see, you have just people working. And one thing you may or may not notice, especially when I walk around the bars, or around the bars, I should say, is, and I try to be very, very respectful about this, but a lot of women don't want themselves to be seen on camera because they're trying to earn money for their families who may be in other parts of Thailand, and they don't know that they're working in the bar industry. But yeah, if you notice when you walk by a bar, especially in other YouTubers' videos, they tend to like turn their head, so they're not that noticeable. The girls back there were talking about me, how I'm a Farang YouTuber, which means I'm a foreigner who YouTubes, which, yeah, I am. We see some more out in the open over here. Normally, how this works is, you know, they stand around, of course, they turn now. But stand around, someone walks by, and they say, hello, hello, boom, boom, words like that. And if you're interested, then you go and you try to negotiate a price. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you're coming here for that, if you're lonely, you know, if you're a widower and you just don't think that you can get back to the dating game back in whatever country you're from, you can come here and seek comfort. It's all around, especially in you know, Pattaya, Bangkok. This is normally where a lot of people tend to come to for some action. And I guess I'll just leave it at that. Great hotels, by the way. That's the Wave Hotel. It's about $100 a night for I think it's a 4-star luxury hotel. It's not bad. Anyway, I guess I'm going to end it right there and head on back to my hotel room. And
okay, so yeah, pretty much that's it for that video. Yeah, and like I said, this guy, man, I just ran across him. It just popped up in on my feed, and yeah, he just talks. He does a lot of these videos, you know, as he travels, you know, and he's another passport bro, and he's not even traveling from what it looks like. He just does family friendly stuff, and he was getting, like I said, a lot of pushback because of that he's overseas making videos. People telling him that he's over there sex tourism. It's like, as soon as somebody from the United States go overseas, all of a sudden it's sex tourism. But nobody has a problem when women do it. Women are blatantly going overseas to have sex. You know what I mean? Especially down in the Caribbean. That's what they do. They've been doing that since, I want to say, right in the 80s or somewhere like that. Because when Terry McMillan came out with How Stella Got Her Groove Back, that was in what, 95, 96? You know what I mean? And she wrote a book and did the movie, and it was loosely based on her life. So that's been happening, and it's still happening. But when guys go overseas to find women, to even for a long-term relationship, or for, you know, or just to get married, or just to date, to see if they really can find somebody who they want to be comfortable and live the rest of their life with, they get, it's frowned upon. It's you know, like I said, you're called broke, you're called dusty, you're going over there to exploit these women. But there has been no evidence of guys going over there doing that. If they are, then these guys, now I'm not saying that there's no sex trafficking going on. Of course there is, you know, but these are guys who are millionaires, billionaires that's doing that. And a lot of them are, you know, pretty much live in that area. You know what I mean? So there's not the guy, like I said, the guys that are, you know, leaving here from the United States, these guys make about 50 grand, 60 grand, 70 grand a year. Some might make 100 grand, but these are not really wealthy people that can go over there and sex traffic. If they're going over there just to have sex, then okay, there are places you can do that. Like this guy just showed you in Thailand. There are places that guys can go just to have sex if they want, but they're not exploiting anybody. You know what I mean? And the fact that they say that these guys are doing that, when a lot of guys, when the majority of the guys are just showing you This is what we're going down here for. We're tired of the women in the United States being masculine, being aggressive, not really, looking for a relationship. A lot of women say they are, but their actions shows something totally different. So in like in excuse me, in Austin Holman's case, he's letting you know he's tired of the women that he has to deal with in Dallas. And I don't blame him because, I live here in Dallas and I've been in Dallas since 96. So I know exactly what he's talking about. The women here, they're, I want to say shady or suspect, or like you can say flaky. They will do, so they'll tell you that they like you, or give you their number and then play games with you. They want you to, they'll tell you they like you, give you their number, y'all exchange numbers, and then you playing the tag game. You know what I mean? You try to set up a date, they'll flake on you. I understand stuff come up. That's cool. But for you to set up a date and then when it's time to meet up, you don't call, text, or tell the guy, hey, I can't make it. The guy's just there waiting on you. Excuse me. He's there at the restaurant waiting on you. You don't show. No call, no show. And that's what happens a lot of times here in the United States with these women. No call, no show. And then when you do hear from them, it might be a good excuse, it might not be, but the fact of the matter is, you didn't think enough to just let the guy know, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it. You just got him sitting up at the restaurant waiting on you. I mean, a lot of guys deal with that. A lot of guys are tired of that. So, they're deciding to move and go somewhere else. Because at least the women that they're encountering overseas, if they like you, they like you. If they're going to go out with you, they're going to go out with you. I don't think there's too many guys, the passport bros, reporting back that they've been, flaked on, not to a large extent. Maybe one or two here or there. But like I said, it happens a lot here in the States, especially here in Dallas. So for Austin to be aware of that at 23 and decide to leave, big ups to him. You know what I mean? Not a lot of guys at 23 will be able to do that. And like I said, that's just like I said, that's good that the young brother can do that, So, and it's like I was thinking back to what Kevin Samuels said. He was talking about the women in Dallas are nothing but a lot of Christian feminists. And that's true too. Dallas, Texas has a lot of Christian feminists. Man, I'm telling you, I ran into a bunch of them. They love the Lord, they love God, but they, outside the church, they go do what they want to do and don't want you to say nothing about it. But then they go to church on Sunday. They out in the clubs, a lot of them out in the clubs, at these blues palaces and other places like that, dropping it like it's hot. And then go to church the next day like they ain't never done that. Waking up from over Joe's house, going shooting back home, changing to go to church, Sunday morning. After they've been out Saturday night getting their cheeks clapped by some dude they just met at the club. But that's okay. So like I said, if I don't blame him. I do not blame Austin for leaving and doing what he got to do. So, but yeah, like I said, that was a good video. I just wanted to let you guys see that in the Black community, we're getting a lot of hate because guys don't want to go overseas. But this is another example of this guy right here. Just because, like I said, he's doing the same thing. You can consider him a passport bro because he has this. He goes overseas and does these videos as well, and he's getting a lot of pushback. He's getting a lot of hate, and he just wanted to show y'all exactly what happens in Thailand. Yeah, there are people going over there to have sex, but in Thailand it's legal. There's no exploitation. You know, if you're an older man and you want to go do that, then go do it. You know, if you look, and he was saying this is not everybody that goes over there. Not everybody does that, but there are a certain few that do it. You know, and they have their reasons. And as being grown adults, you have, you know, your reason is your reason. You go do it. Nobody should hate on you for it. But I think the people that are hating are the ones that just can't do it. You know what I mean? Or too afraid of doing it. And for the women to get upset, that's just straight hypocritical because they go overseas in the Caribbeans to these renter dreads, and majority of them are married. You know, and they're going over there just to have sex. It ain't because they're looking for love or trying to meet a man. They going over there straight for sex, getting their cheeks clapped, and then coming back home to their husband like ain't nothing happened. Just like DJ Envy's wife. She's over out of DJ Envy's wife. DJ Envy wife is on a 20-day, 20-something day girls trip. Yeah, we all know how that's gonna turn out. We already know how that's turning out. So I ain't gonna elaborate on that too much, but for y'all who know about DJ Envy and his wife, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah. All right, but I'm done. I'm finna, sign off. But I just wanted to drop that on y'all. I hope y'all like it. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about it. Again, like, subscribe, and share. Hit the like button, get it into the algorithm, and share it. It might be somebody out there who likes what I'm talking about, who might want to, check out the channel. But yeah, that was a good one, and I will talk to you guys later. Please, let's be good to, be good to yourself, and by all means, y'all be good to one another. All right, peace out.